What's up guys, this is Kaggy, otherwise known as K the RC from Awaken. Today we're going to be bringing you a little side project of ours. We're going to be doing Dungeons & Dragons Heroes Feast. Without further ado, let's roll for taste. Alright guys, for the heavy cream and then the creme fraiche, we want to make sure to keep those cold, so I'm going to put these back in the fridge for right now until we need them. We'll get those later on. Alright, and the very first step, you want to preheat your oven to 425 degrees. Alright, and while that's starting, we're going to get our large rimmed baking sheet. Set this up over the side for right now. Alright. So the second part, in a small bowl, you're going to beat 1 separated egg yolk with 1 teaspoon of water, and you're going to set that aside. In the second bowl, you're going to beat that egg yolk separated white with the remaining 2 eggs and the vanilla extract, and you're going to set that aside as well. Those. It always helps to crack an egg on a solid surface too, as opposed to like a round one where you might have it fall out. Okay. I'm going to put in our vanilla extract. Bloop. Alright guys, next up, a saucepan over medium hot heat. You're going to find your water, milk, butter, sugar, and salt. Now, we're going to cook until the butter is completely melted and on the verge of boiling. The cookbook says 2 to 4 minutes, but it might take a little bit longer depending on how high you have the heat set. Alright, maybe about 2 to 5 minutes. So the first thing we're going to do is remove that from the heat. Alright, and then it says add the flour all at once. So we're just going to spread this out evenly. Alright, make sure until a cohesive ball forms. This. Spin it around. You can see it's starting to form up a little bit already. Doesn't take long at all. Alright. Just going to shape it a little bit here too. Get all that up to the bottom. There we go. Nice. Alright. Heat down to medium-low. Alright, and we're going to continue beating the dough using a smearing motion for about 3 minutes until the dough is very smooth and slightly drier. Next up we're going to take this little mixture over here to the food processor. Alright, move this over a little bit. Alright, now we're going to scrape this down into our food processor. Alright, get it off the can here real quick. Right in here, right down there, nice and deep like. Alright. Now I'm going to process this for about 10 seconds. It's going to get a little loud here. Alright, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to try to just pour our eggs in here. Alright. With it running. I'm going to take, says both beaten eggs, alright, through the feeding tube for about 10 seconds. Now, after this, you're going to try to take this off. You're going to try to, not messily as possible, squeeze all this into a bag. Dishes. Yay. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to try to maneuver all this stuff down to one corner of the bag.
Harder than it looks.
That's what she said. Only a little bit of room right here, so you're going to cut that off. That's how you're going to be able to shape your little cream puffs. So from there, you can cut off about a ½ inch space, roughly about that size. Right? And then we're going to continue on. Now, you're going to squeeze these things in the little 2-inch mounds. Alright, so we're going to do our best here. Alright. Little mound these. Come on, there you go. That looks decent.
We're eating, we're chilling, we're having fun. How many is this supposed to make?
Yes.
Great.
We're going to do as many as we can.
So like ½ inch between them. Hey buddy.
Mandatory dog.
You gotta get the cute doggies. Voila.
Yeah. Definitely not the prettiest thing, but then again. Alright. Gonna get a spoon. Alright, from here, it says put it in cold water. Alright, and use the back of the spoon to even out the shape and make the actual like puff itself. So let me do that real quick. Quick montage thing. Make it even better, faster, puffier. guys, using your reserved egg yolk mixture, I'm going to take a pastry brush and kind of lightly douse each of these. Alright. Alright.
Voila.
Alright. Now we're going to put these bad Larrys in the oven for 15 minutes. House is now exceptionally hot because this thing has been on for a while. So our 15 minutes are up for the first part. Alright, now we lower the temperature to 375. We're going to wait for 7 to 9 more minutes. So we'll just give it even 8.
That's 9.
Boom.
Ah.
Oh, alright, we'll see you guys in another 8 minutes. Alright guys, our stuff has been cooking for the next couple minutes, so let's see what it looks like.
For the last couple minutes.
Woo! Those are pretty good, I think. Alright. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take each one and we're going to cut about a 3/4 inch hole to let off some steam in each one of these bad Larrys. So, I'm just going to have to burn my hand a little bit here. Yep, I am going to...
Use a fork.
Good point. Do that. 3/4 inch is probably about the size of this knife. Alright. Just letting up a little bit of steam so you don't need a huge thing. And this is the start of another montage. Love you, Ian. Barely moist and the extrusion crisp, about 40 minutes. Alright, so once that's done, we're going to put them on our wire rack. So, for the compound. Alright guys, we're about halfway down to our timer for them in the oven. So now we're going to try to make our whipped cream. So, we're going to take our heavy cream, and it says whip attachment or electric mixer, which you can do. But we're going to do it the hard way. We'll start whisking this. Like a little baby. Just whisking. Yeah, I'm already tired of this. Softly whipped, we're going to add our honey. Let's pour the whole thing in. Extract. Good. Extract on that. Oh. Okay. Pigeon arms. Here we go. I have not left any, by the way. Alright, now, when you have stiff peaks like this, that's when you know it's done. Alright, so there's our... Alright, we'll take a little taste test here. Oh.
Good.
Oh man, that is delish.
Nice and light and fluffy.
Alright, so that's gonna sit. We're gonna actually let me get the rest of this stuff at the top here all together. So we have a lot to work with.
Now we just wait for the cream puffs to be done.
Yep. Another taste test. So next step is gonna pull them out. You can see how they look. We're gonna transfer them to a wire wrap so they can cool to room temperature. A nice golden color, man. That is sexy. Oof. Alright, this should be fairly cool. Actually, yeah, they're pretty cool. So I'm gonna move these over here. The wire rack so they can use a little bit more. Alright, now, since these are pretty cool already, we're gonna go ahead and cut these bad berries in half and get them ready to serve. So go ahead and cut them all in half. Remember, you just want to do the bottom part. Fill those bad berries up. And just reapply at the top of this, probably in the same way, hopefully. Good. You can always go back and add more to each one if you want to. Maybe you get a lot left over. So, add that one right there. Cute. Make more cream and add more. It's totally up to you. Looks like I want plenty left over, so I'm going to start double stuffing some of these bad boys. Yeah, who doesn't like a little extra stuffing?
That's what she said.
Come on, save it. Yep. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez,
You are
right.
falling apart.
It's alright. It's not stuff.
Woo! We did it.
Alright, so I'm going to push these together a little bit so that the last step you're going to do is you're going to add a slight honey drizzle. These bad boys. Get in the center there. Alright, and that's going to be your final touch. So, let's do it. Alright, Ian, this is where you're going to put in the sexy music.
Gushing.
Oh, okay.
A little messy.
Hold up. Now, say on the scale, let's roll for taste. I'll give this, out of 20, I'd probably give this about a 13, give or take on taste. Alright.
I'm recording.
Oh, really? Oh.
I was recording you smacking your lips the whole time.
Of course.
No, I did it on purpose.
No, I figured. Alright. As you can see, we kind of decimated, you know, these little puff pastries between me and my cameraman. But, thanks for joining us on this one. This is the very first episode of the D&D cooking show, Roll for Taste, that we have. I'm glad you guys joined us. Cast Awaken actually appreciates all your support and everything else. We are so close to 1,000 followers on Facebook. But don't forget, we also have a website, we have merch, and don't forget to tune in for the actual campaign, which is most Monday nights, around 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. So, as always, thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you in the future. Peace.